CEO seemingly having an affair with the head of HR at his company at the Coldplay concert is a viral video for the ages. But it's also, unfortunately, emblematic of our current private surveillance and social media hellscape. The video, which is now viral on every platform that I can possibly think of, has been covered by most news outlets. If you haven't seen it, it shows the CEO of a company called Astronomer with his arms around Astronomer's head of HR. There's so many levels to the embarrassment in this video. The Coldplay of it all, the HR violation occurring on Jumbotron, the way that they react, which is super guilty. You could probably do a doctoral dissertation on this 15-second video. But it's the aftermath of the video that I want to talk about. And it demonstrates a phenomenon that we've now seen over and over again on all of social media, but on TikTok especially. The instant gleeful doxing of people for reasons that run the spectrum from very bad things like being a Nazi to the utterly benign, like dancing weird at a Taylor Swift concert or being attractive in public. TikTok helped me find him or TikTok helped me find her is now so common that it's become a meme. I'm going to be an extreme buzzkill, and I do admit that this clip is funny on a lot of different levels. I did laugh at it, so I am hypocritical here. But let's consider the dystopia of this situation and its aftermath. We've seen numerous cases where TikTok commenters and creators use PimEyes and other readily available, often free facial recognition and social media research tools to identify and research a person. Within a few minutes, the Astronomer's CEO's name, his wife's name, the head of HR's name, and the third company executive in the video's name and social media profiles were all over the TikTok comments and all over the Reddit comments. His latest LinkedIn post was full of comments about the incident, left before he disabled comments and ultimately deleted the post. Commenters have pointed out that his wife has removed his last name from several of her social media profiles. Polymarket's degenerate gamblers, meanwhile, have turned the scandal into a market. The site lets users bet on events with binary outcomes, like whether or not the CEO will lose his job or whether he'll get divorced or not. Brands have gotten into it too. Chipotle commented on the story with a picture of its billboard that reads, "It's okay to cheat." Most chilling, the NYC Department of Sanitation used the viral moment to remind everyone that it has cameras everywhere. Scrolling through a TikTok search for CEO of Astronomer, which was a TikTok recommended search term, is full of commentators giving their own take on the saga and green screening the video behind their cutout faces with titles like Cheating Coldplay Affair, Boston Concert Couple Update. Fox News, BuzzFeed, and other huge accounts have posted the footage more or less unedited on their own accounts. And I totally understand that by making this video, I'm doing the exact same thing. I also understand that lots of people will disagree with me, but I want to use this to make a bigger point. We become extremely desensitized to surveillance, and we're casually using very powerful tools to instantly figure out tons of information about both terrible people, but also sometimes about totally random people who are just going about their business in public. You don't have to have sympathy or empathy for a CEO to see how this sort of thing could and often does go off the rails. This example is emblematic of the problem specifically because it's easy to laugh at these people and specifically because they're doing something really distasteful but not illegal. The same technologies used to dox and research the CEO are routinely deployed against the partners of random people who have had messy breakups, attractive security guards, people who look, quote, suspicious and are caught on Ring cameras by people on Nextdoor, people who dance funny in public, and so on. Last year, we covered a TikTok account that was entirely focused on using facial recognition to dox people who were dancing weird at Taylor Swift concerts. That account has since been shut down after we covered it. There's been an endless debate about the ethics of doxing cops and ICE agents and Nazis, and there are many times where it makes sense to research people doing harm on behalf of the state or who are doing violent, scary things to innocent people. But it's another thing to deploy these technologies against random people you saw on an airplane or who had a messy breakup with an influencer. And of course, these same technologies are regularly deployed by the police and the feds against undocumented immigrants and regular people wanting to just visit the United States on a tourist visa, for example. And all of this has just started happening in the last few years, and I think that's pretty messed up.